Hey guys and gals, this is Joe with HighScoreSaves.com bringing you the 3DK Ultimate Donkey Kong Multi-Kit. I'm doing a menu, um, basically all my kits. If you hold down player 1 while you turn the game on, you get into the settings. And with this, I wanted to just do a brief walkthrough of that. And you're going to use the up and down on the joystick. And you're going to press player 1. And in here, you're able to make some different changes. The default game, you could go, I have it booting up to the game menu, which is really cool. But you could choose any type of Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr. or Donkey Kong 3 you want it to boot up to. The rearranged edition, all the different editions that you have. And of course, some of these may have to be unlocked by doing certain achievements in the Donkey Kong Deluxe rearranged edition. Your cabinet type, upright or cocktail. And with cocktail, I use this term loosely because this kit is only being put on a 2 PCB stack, not a 4 PCB. Free play, enabled. Attract sounds, you could have it on every attract cycle 4 out of 4 times. You could turn it off. You could have it on 1 out of 4 times or 2 out of 4. I like to leave mine at 2 out of 4. God mode, you probably are not going to have this option in the retail kit, but this actually helps me test the kit quite well. You could also change the coinage as per original dip switches, and you also have here your analog sounds for DK Jr. So the expansion PCB is something that will be coming out relatively soon, which will give you 1000% original sounds. But for right now, there are 2 choices, and I will do a separate video on that sound at a later time. And the show High Score Saves logo, this is the wipe logo that comes across the screen. You might have seen it in a few videos. You can enable or disable that. Going back to the main menu, you have the cabinet settings that we just went through, the save kit settings. You have enter color test, enter sound test, reset all your score tables and settings. Remember, each game, each version has its own high score save table. You can choose to save all the scores, which is basically the top, the 5 that are on the screen, only the top 3, only the first, or none, which makes no sense, but of course I throw it in there. So I choose to save all of them. Backing up scores and restoring scores, we can go over that, but basically before any big party, you can come in here, back up your scores, let people play for an hour, 10 hours, 10 days, doesn't matter. Then when they leave, you can go to restore scores, and it's like those games have never played. So if someone comes over and puts up a monster score on your machine, you don't like that, you could always back up your scores before they come over and restore them after they leave. You can reset all your dip switches back to factory settings like when you took it out of the box. You can boot up with the default game, which we chose on the previous screen, or the last game played. The boot up menu, which is this menu that I'm talking about, you could enable it and have it show up every time you turn the game on, which I choose not to do. I like stealth mode where you disable it, hold down player 1 while you boot up the game, and then you're able to get into the menu. And this is for my online guys. You would turn that to on-T, put in your personal key and your security key, and you are now uploading scores to your own webpage. This is only available for the online kits. Game menu settings. So you always want to have your game menu accessible, so keep that enabled. Your menu style, you can go from a classic text, which is your old, for lack of a better term, crappy menus that you see on a lot of kits. The modern, which is what you see in the videos and what you'll see here at the end, is awesome. So it's an interactive menu. You can enable and disable everything here. And obviously I still have a few things that I'm filling in. But let's say you didn't want to play Remix Spooky. I don't want to see it on there. Hit player 1, you can disable it and go back to the main menu. I personally like to have every game shown, and that makes it fun. So, and then in your Donkey Kong settings, you can start with 3, 4, 5, or 6 men. I always do 3. And you can choose your bonus points. Same thing with D2K. Your junior settings, same thing. Some people like to put a little higher. In fact, on DK Junior, sometimes I like to put 4 lives, but I am keeping this stock right now at 3. Your Donkey Kong 3 settings. And those are standard dips. You can choose your difficulty. I'm going to keep it on easy because that's the way it's going to ship. And for your Donkey Kong Deluxe settings, this is for all the editions. There. Now, you could also, for right now, since all my games are unlocked, I could enter into the personal lineup editor, which is the personal edition that is on the seen in other videos also. And you can choose that lineup editor to be enabled when you jump into from the main menu, or only entering in here, depending on how you want to set it up. I put it either way. And then you got your remix settings. And your junior remix settings. Right there. We're going to save all our changes. It's going to say dip saved. There's the splash screen I was speaking of. And boom, there is your menu. Hopefully that explains a little bit about the menu. I'm going to make sure this